idea of Calendly came to me when I went to schedule a meeting. One day I was looking to schedule a meeting and it took way too many emails to get it done, and I became frustrated, and I was hoping I could just go to some website and sign up for a product that would make scheduling easier for me. Instead of finding that, I found a lot of tools in the market that were difficult to use, they were clunky. Seeing, that the world desperately needed a scheduling tool that worked really well for everybody, I became obsessed with the problem, and I hired a team of engineers to partner with to build it.
In a world where most startup stories seem to come from Silicon Valley, Tope Awotona's journey stands out, not just for its outcome, but for its unlikely beginning. Born and raised in Lagos, Nigeria, Tope navigated early hardship, a major life transition, and several failed ventures before founding Calendly, the scheduling platform now used by millions across the globe. The story of a young man from Lagos who turned frustration into innovation, bootstrapped his way to $1 billion valuation, and became one of the few black tech founders to lead a unicorn company in the US. Tope Awotona's journey began in Lagos, Nigeria, where he was born into a lively Yoruba family on May 4th, 1981. The third son among 4 brothers, his early life was spent with the vibrant energy of a bustling household. His father, a microbiologist by profession with entrepreneurial desires, worked for Unilever Nigeria and had many business ventures. His mom, who was a disciplined and strong woman, was the chief pharmacist at the Central Bank of Nigeria. I believe that the blend of scientific robustness and business acumen at home complemented Tope's early interest in technology and innovation. A disaster in his life came when Tope was just 12 years old. His father was murdered during a carjacking in Lagos, a tragic event said to have had a profound impact on him. Tope has described in interviews how the loss of his father left him with a strong desire to succeed and prove himself in his father's memory. He once said, "I felt like he didn't get a chance to complete his work. There was a part of me at a very young age which wanted to redeem him." In 1996, seeking a fresh start, Tope's mother relocated the family to Marietta, Georgia in the United States. Tope, being just 15 years old, had to adapt to a new place and culture. Although he had started high school early in Nigeria and had gained a college scholarship, his mother insisted that he spend 2 additional years in high school in the US so that he could adapt better. Growing up, Tope was fascinated with computers. He was captivated by how technology could turn challenges into opportunities and create efficiencies. These were the roots of his subsequent career in the technology industry. The experiences in Nigeria and the resilience created through personal loss and hardship of immigration informed his worldview and drove him to make a difference in people's lives through technology. Before he became the billionaire founder of Calendly, Tope Awotona had a challenging and unpredictable journey through different jobs and entrepreneurial losses that would finally bring him success. After graduating in management information systems from the University of Georgia in 2002, he began his career at IBM, gaining experience selling software for enterprises. His career next took him to Perspective Software and Vetafor, where he served as a national account manager dealing with big accounts. He soon shifted to Dell EMC, where he managed Fortune 500 accounts such as Vetafor, Perspective Software, and Equifax. Though with a promising corporate life, Tope had an entrepreneurial bug. He experimented with various business undertakings, all being an offshoot of his quest for a sustainable niche. The first one was an online sales platform offering projectors, which did not succeed due to low margins and limited demand. He continued with an online store for garden tools, which was unable to beat the competition from veterans. His third venture was a dating website, prompted by the success of websites like Plenty of Fish, but it failed to gain any traction. These failures were not in vain. Tope came to understand that his previous businesses lacked personal interest and close familiarity with the problems they attempted to solve. He discovered the value of pairing business ideas with personal interest and the value of thorough market research. With such experience in mind, Tope emphasized the importance of aligning business ideas with personal interest and conducting thorough market research. Throughout this period, Tope's resolve never wavered. He balanced his daytime sales work with his side enterprise devices, working late into the night and on weekends. His drive was to create a product that actually solved an important pain point. This intense concentration and lessons learned from all his earlier failures set the stage for the eventual success at Calendly. Feeling frustrated in 2013 as one of the highest performing enterprise sales reps at AMC, Tope Awotona was tired of exchanging mundane back and forth emails to book meetings. With clients, colleagues, or prospects, the process seemed like a waste of time and Stone Age-like. He wondered, why is this still so difficult in the age of the internet? That frustration lit the fire that will become Calendly. But turning the idea into an actual product took real effort. Tope didn't just dream, he went all in. He put in over $200,000 of his money, withdrew from his 401k, which is like his retirement savings, similar to a pension in Nigeria, and even maxed out of his credit card. He didn't know how to code, so he outsourced development to a Ukrainian company, meticulously micromanaging the process of his own meticulous standards to get the product right. A simple scheduling software that removes the friction involved in scheduling meetings. Tope bootstrapped Calendly. He did not take a kobo from investors at first. It kept him on his toes, forced him to make decisions himself, and built a product that worked for users without the pressure of making too much money early. It also meant that he had to be street smart. He began Calendly from Atlanta Tech Village, a co-working space that's renowned for spawning early-stage startups. The minimum viable product, which is the MVP, a stripped-down, limited version of Calendly, debuted with little fanfare in 2013. It allowed users to declare their availability and share a link so others could schedule time without all the back and forth. Tope has created something that he needed himself, and it just happened that the world did as well. With $0 allocated to marketing, Calendly started flying. It was passed along to co-workers and clients by users and began to spread rapidly. Its clean design, time-saving capacity, and integration with mainstream tools such as Google Calendar gained it a following, especially among sales representatives, recruiters, and freelancers. Calendly became viral before going viral was part of their growth plan. Later on, it had thousands of users. By addressing a user-centric approach and addressing a genuine need in the real world, Tope built Calendly from a side business into an international business tool, all without raising a single dollar in venture capital. For the first few years after starting Calendly, Tope Awotona avoided investment offers. Most startups burn through cash as quickly as possible, but he bootstrapped instead, draining the company from his own resources and profits. That gamble paid off. When Calendly hit $30 million in annual recurring revenue in 2019, it had done so without ever taking a single dollar of venture capital. Its growth was fueled by word of mouth. Calendly's foundation moved from teams to enterprise giants. According to Calendly's fact sheet, it is utilized by over 100,000 organizations, including 86% of Fortune 500 companies, who adopted it to schedule appointments automatically between teams. It was no longer a tool, it had become mission-critical software in the productivity stack of 1,000+ companies. Eventually, investors came knocking on his door with legitimate offers, and this time, Tope heeded. In January 2021, Calendly raised $350 million from OpenView Venture Partners and Iconic Capital, catapulting the valuation of the firm to an astonishing $3 billion. Tope retained majority ownership and became one of the few black tech founders in the United States to build and maintain a unicorn startup. This capital wasn't survival though, it was scaling. The investment allowed Calendly to scale its product, hire the world's top talent, and improve the customer experience. According to his vision, Tope remained committed to the long-term growth while still working on challenging problems of scheduling, team coordination, and workflow automation. Calendly also became a remote-first company years before remote work became popular. With staff from all over the US, Europe, and other parts of the globe, Tope built a global and diverse team. This helped the company tap into the global talent pool and cater better to its increasingly international user base. By 2025, Calendly had over 20 million users worldwide, with integrations on large platforms including Salesforce, Zoom, Google Calendar, Microsoft Teams, and Slack. Tope's approach proved that a company can grow big, stay profitable, and still stay mission-focused without compromising vision or values. His decision to wait on funding, put value first, and embrace remote work became the prototype for successful SaaS startups today. I believe that Tope Awotona's journey with Calendly offers powerful lessons that every aspiring entrepreneur, especially in Nigeria and across Africa, can learn from. And at the center of it all, it's simplicity. Calendly became a global success because it focused on solving just one frustrating problem: the endless back and forth emails to schedule meetings. That's it. No fancy dashboards, no bloated features, just a clean, easy to use tool that saved people time. Tope often says that great products are the ones that do one thing exceptionally well. In a world where many startups want to do everything at once, Calendly did the opposite, and it worked. That kind of product clarity is rare. From the very start, Tope refused to overload the platform. Instead, he focused on user experience and removing unnecessary friction. He once shared in an interview that if people have to figure out your product, it's already too complicated. For him, the user shouldn't have to think, they should just get it. That philosophy helped Calendly grow, not just because it worked, but because it felt effortless to use. But behind the simplicity was a story of grit. Tope didn't have the glamorous startup lifestyle. He faced rejections, saw his previous businesses fail, and even worked side jobs while building Calendly. There were no all expenses paid conferences or media hype. What he had instead was resilience, the kind of deep-rooted, consistent efforts that doesn't rely on instant wins. Many founders get caught up in appearances, the pitch decks, press features, the Instagram stories, but Tope's path shows that what happens behind the scenes, the late nights, the tough conversations, the persistence after failures, is where real businesses are built. He also highlights the importance of customer obsession. Calendly's earliest features were based entirely on what users said they wanted. Instead of assuming he knew what people needed, he listened closely. That humble approach helped the company stay grounded even as it scaled. Tope's story isn't just about tech, it's a masterclass in focus, discipline, and humility. For Nigerian entrepreneurs navigating harsh economic realities, his example reminds us that true success doesn't come from trying to impress the world. It comes from solving real problems and solving them exceptionally well. Today, Tope Awotona still leads Calendly as CEO, and under his direction, the platform continues to redefine how the world schedules meetings. But his work now extends far beyond just building Calendly. Tope is using his platform to champion diversity in tech. He has become a strong advocate for underrepresented founders, especially Black entrepreneurs and immigrants who often face barriers to funding. In recent years, he quietly invested in startups led by minorities, showing that success should be shared, not hoarded. He is also passionate about African tech talent. He believes that Nigeria and Africa as a whole are full of brilliant minds who just need opportunities. He has spoken openly about the importance of tapping into talent from the continent and creating more cross-border innovation pipelines. It's clear Tope hasn't forgotten his roots. He's simply building bridges between them and the world. Tope Awotona reminds us that real success doesn't come with noise, it comes with solving real problems, helping others grow, and never giving up. If you have been inspired by this story, do me a favor, like this video and make sure you are subscribed to this channel for more. I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.